Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for the period of time covering May 14 through 27, 2024. This is a reading if you are Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising, or have another significant Scorpio placement in your chart. If you are new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you. And if you're returning, welcome back. I do this according to the 12 houses of astrology. And so I will explain in this reading each house position, and then I will explain what the cards mean in the context of that house position. Please remember it's a general reading, so not all aspects of each house are going to apply to you. Take what applies to you and leave the rest. If you do like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you do want to get these videos. I do these videos, and right now I also do something called Morning Coffee with Breege, which is my name. And so I do it every day on Instagram from 6:30 to 7 a.m. on a live stream, but then I will take the recording and I will post it every day to YouTube, and it's also up on my Instagram page. If you want all the information about my social media, my website, and other links, those are down in the description box below. So yeah, right now, wow, today was a day, we just had this big geomagnetic storm, which people were able to see to the south, which is quite unusual. And of course, where I live, it was foggy and you couldn't see anything, but I will see, hopefully this will be going on all weekend. Maybe I'll have a chance tonight, but that is a very strong storm. It's actually where they put out a severe alert. And geomagnetic storms, I do find, have an impact on not our energy, not just on our electronics, but also astrologically, it can create little storms for us as well. But overall, May, I think, is a very, very quiet month in terms of the astrology. We have Pluto going retrograde again, but we did just have a lovely new moon in Taurus. So we are, I think things are moving in a much quieter direction. April was a real intense month, and now things seem to be slowing down. Okay, so Scorpio, let's start with your first house here. This is Aries energy, your personality, how you present yourself to the world, how other people see you. Okay, and so we have Isis with the King of Cups. So this is actually a very strong, I mean, you are a water sign, but this is definitely showing a very strong, caring, and compassionate energy. King of Cups is somebody who is a healer, maybe somebody with Isis. I feel like this could be that you are focused on helping other people to heal. But sometimes, there's always a reminder with the King of Cups that make sure that you're also taking time to heal yourself. And I feel like Isis says that as well. So this may be a time when you're giving off this kind of more motherly or kind of nurturing kind of energy. And the King of Cups is definitely somebody who's in control of their emotions. So yeah, so overall, this just seems like you are, maybe you are in a very emotional space, or you are spending time showing caring to people. Or being perceived as a very caring and nurturing person. Second house is Taurus energy. So this is your finances. And okay, so we have Buckle of Isis with the Four of Pentacles. Now, the meaning of this one seems pretty clear to me. Four of Pentacles shows up when we are hanging on to what we've got. Because you can see this guy, he's got his feet on two pentacles. He's holding on to one. He's got one on top of his head. It's like he's holding it to his chest. He's keeping everything in. And this is basically saying that in order to gain, you have to let go. And because we have the Buckle of Isis here, Buckle of Ice is growth with a sacrifice. So I almost feel like it's a case of you have to spend money to make money kind of thing. So I don't know. There's some kind of you may have been very frugal lately, kind of hanging on to your money. But it does seem like, in order for you to get ahead financially, there's some kind of a change you're going to have to make. And maybe that's going to mean letting go of some of this money. So take that as it resonates, but there's definitely a sense here of, this card comes up a lot when sometimes it's called the miser card, and I'm not calling anybody a miser, but this can come up when we're too afraid to spend money. And this may be saying that it's okay to kind of let go, that there's going to be, and something that we're investing in may be worth it. Okay, third house. This is Gemini energy, and so this has to do with communications, messages. If you're in your own business, this is the house of self-employment. This can have to do with brother-sister relationships, and sometimes with short-distance travel as well. Okay, so we have Hathor with the Page of Swords. Now, this is an interesting combination, and I've seen it in other readings recently, too. Like I said, the most immediate interpretation would be a female, maybe who is gossipy, or maybe somebody who's keeping information from you. This could even be somebody's mother, potentially, who's keeping information, if we're talking about sibling relationships. Or maybe, like I said, there's not, usually Nephthys is sister energy here. But this is just the idea of a female who maybe you feel is not being above board, or not saying something, or maybe saying something about you that that can come up, because Page of Swords sometimes comes up when there's gossip. But the other possibility here is that there's a situation where you need to find out more information. Like there's just something that, there's some communication that's not direct. And this seems to be connected to somebody who's female. I mean, when Hathor shows up, again, whatever the relationship is of this person, whether this is somebody you associate with in business, whether it is somebody from the family, or whether it's something else, there seems to be this idea that there's more information that needs to be gotten, and maybe or receiving information in a very indirect way. I mean, the other possibility is that maybe you're the person talking about somebody else, but take it as it resonates here. But there does seem to be, I don't know, some kind of communications that are not very straightforward here. So I feel like this may be a case of doing more research. The other possibility with the Page of Swords in a business arrangement would be that there could be contracts that are going to be signed. And again, whether this is connected to a female person or something that is connected to Hathor, which is usually very Venusian. Is that yeah, I guess that's a word. And so maybe something connected to some kind of service related to health and beauty, or it could have to do with fashion, or it could have to do with something to do with health, nutrition, cooking, something. I don't know. Hathor tends to be associated with all those kinds of things. So for some of you, maybe you're doing a business contract of that type. That would be the other possibility here. But again, take what resonates there and leave the rest. Fourth house, this is Cancer energy. So this is your home, your family. This is your physical home where you live, your sense of being at home. Can also have to do with your security or insecurity. And like I said, family. So whether it's what's currently going on in your family, ancestral stuff, the mother in particular. So, okay, so we have air with the Ace of Wands. Okay, now this, when I see this, this tells me that at least one person watching this is moving, okay? This can be a card of this, because this is doing something new, and air would be about change or move. So in a place that has to do with your home, this could be a move of home, or maybe somebody in your family is moving. That's a possibility. But there definitely seems to be a new beginning here, connected to some kind of a change in the home or family situation. It looks like there may be news. Both of these indicate messages. So there may be messages coming from the family very, very soon. Maybe that's why we have this over here. Maybe you're going to be getting a message, and maybe you're going to feel like you're not getting the whole message from somebody. I don't know. That's a possibility here as well. But it definitely seems like whatever's coming in is going to bring some kind of a new start for you. Okay, fifth house. This is Leo energy, and Leo is creativity, children, love affairs, can be recreation like sport and things like that. Also, Leo is a house of visibility, of being seen. And now we have Ta with temperance. Okay, so the possibilities here. Ta can come up when, this is usually a card of building, but it's also a card of masculinity, like the finer qualities of masculinity. This is Capricorn energy. This is Sagittarius energy. So it's possible that somebody has met somebody who is either Sag or Capricorn. Does not have to be, but it could just be somebody who's very balanced. Temperance has to do with keeping things in balance. So again, whether this has to do with a child, whether it has to do with a love affair, this could just be that you meet somebody who's very solid, who's building a solid foundation, who's very balanced in their perspective, or maybe that's you. But either way, there's a sense of balance and building. If we're talking about something creative, then I feel like there could be an opportunity to show the mastery of whatever your craft is. I mean, if you say, oh, well, I don't do creative stuff, I don't, nonetheless, there's something that you do, or something that that you can work with. And sometimes temperance comes up when there's an opportunity that kind of falls into our lap, that we don't actually have to reach out for. It may be something that comes to us. But overall, this is just a card of, these are two cards of stability, and balancing and integrating recent events and recent things that have happened. Okay, sixth house. This is Virgo energy. This has to do with your health, healing, can have to do with worries and anxieties. And if you're working, it can have to do with whatever job you're working at. Okay, we have Osiris with the 9 of Pentacles. So this is actually a very secure thing. So either you have a very, very secure job that is lucrative, or maybe you're about to get one. It can also indicate maybe that some of your concerns have been around being financially independent. and having that that solidity. I mean, Osiris is about leadership, about judgment, and like I said, there's very strong independent energy with both of these. So I don't know, maybe you have been concerned about that, about having financial independence. So the fact that this shows up here seems to indicate that financial independence is going to be a thing. Again, if I look over here at this card here, I mean, it could be a job that's going to provide that, or it could just be saying this may be an anxiety of yours. But the fact that this is showing up suggests to me that there is going to be financial independence. So yeah, so take that as it resonates there. Seventh house is Libra energy, and Libra is about partnerships. So marriages, business partnerships, contractual relationships. This has to do more with legal partnerships than love affairs, okay? And we have King of Pentacles with winged disc. So yeah, maybe some of you maybe has a very successful spouse or partner. I mean, King of Pentacles is a successful businesswoman, and winged disc is a card of success. So maybe you've just met, or you're involved with somebody who's very stable and successful, or perhaps you're entering into a business relationship or contract or agreement with somebody who is very successful. So take that as it resonates there. But yeah, this is strong Taurus energy with King of Pentacles. So this is almost like the culmination of something. Yeah, there seems to be concerns about money or about being frugal, but I feel like there may be a shift in your financial situation. And this could be due to a spouse or a partner, or it could have to do with something legal as well. So yeah, take that as it resonates. Eighth house is Scorpio energy. This is your own energy. So this is transformation house. This is a house of beginnings and endings, sometimes of joint finances. Okay, so we have Eight of Cups with the Lotus. So the Lotus indicates, okay, that usually comes up when we've had anxieties of some kind. And maybe this is going to be a calming of anxieties coming up in the near future. But the Eight of Cups also indicates walking away from something. So maybe there is something that has been, like if it's finances, maybe it's something that's been lucrative for you for a while. Maybe that's the sacrifice you have to make. There may just be something here that you're going to have to walk away from. Now, there's the eclipse here on this card. And so sometimes I feel like this is a card that's saying, okay, we have this strong eclipse. Like the recent eclipses may be precipitating whatever changes have gone on here. But there's the idea that something that has been part of your life or something that has served you well for a long time, you're ready to let go of and walk away from. So, yeah, there's definitely this idea that you are making a sacrifice and walking away from something in the near future. So that'll be different for everybody, but take that as you feel it applies to you. Ninth house, okay, Sagittarius energy. This is about expansion, school, like higher education, in educational institutions, faith, spirituality, religious institutions. It can also have to do with long distance travel, and it can also have to do with legal matters to some degree as well. Sag can cover that. So we have Horus with the moon. So, okay, Horus is a card of healing. It's a card of visibility. So for some of you, maybe you're learning something that has to do with with the healing professions or something like that. And with moon, this can also indicate very strong intuition or intuitive work. So maybe some of you are going to be getting further education in this for yourself, or getting education in something that might be a healing art, maybe something of a psychic development kind of a thing. If that's not your thing, then what we might be seeing here is this could be a family situation as well. So I don't know if there's travel for family or some other matters connected to family, because Horus is also a strong card of that. In which case the moon could indicate, just judging from what I'm seeing here, if that's the aspect that applies, it could be a situation where there's a lack of clarity. Okay, maybe there's a lack of clarity about something, and maybe it's related to something legal here. I don't know. I mean, it's take it as it resonates. I'm not sure. But I think overall, I feel like this is more about education. This could be spiritual too, because when we think about working in the intuitive realm, this has to do with something that's more spiritual than maybe more practical. But Horus also indicates potentially not only a chance for healing, but a chance to be recognized. Again, there's this strong energy of recognition here. So yeah, I do feel like, I don't know, there's something here. My overall feeling is that this may be somebody who's educating themselves farther in something connected to healing or health or medicine, or something that is a little bit more what you would consider alternative in terms of its therapy. But if that's not the case, then there seems to be some kind of situation, like what I hear in my head is family situation that's not clear. So I think that that may be the case for at least somebody watching here. And again, this is either something happening at a distance or maybe has a legal component to it. So take that as it resonates there. Okay, 10th house. This is Capricorn energy. Career, fame, reputation, the father. Strong Saturn energy here. Okay, so we have Pyramid with the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups can bring messages. Sometimes this brings new beginnings. Pages are, yeah, again, for somebody here who's watching this who's Scorpio, it seems like you're definitely going into something that may be more of an intuitive field or healing or something connected to that, because there's a strong energy of that. But we do have the Pyramid card here. So Pyramid is about this is like something that's a challenge or something that's good news eventually. So I feel like there's a place that you're trying to get to. Maybe you're just at the beginning right now and it's saying it's going to take time for you to get to where you need to be here. But there's definitely this this energy of something new happening with regard to your career or to what it is you want to be known for. This could be a message that feels a little bit challenging, or maybe it's just something that is going to be resolved with time. But yeah, I don't know. There's yeah, definitely some kind of beginnings here, but I think there might even be a reminder for some people here that whatever's going on right now, whatever challenges are going on right now, these are things that can be resolved with time or that may take some time to resolve themselves. Okay, 11th house. This is Aquarius energy, friendships, social networks, business networks, your hopes and wishes, your goals, your destiny. Okay, twins come up here a second time now. I had it for Libra as well. The twins and the Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant is strong Taurus energy. This could be somebody who's coming in who's going to be a mentor to you in some way. Hierophant generally has the aura of religious authority, but it can also just be somebody who is a mentor in some way, somebody who perhaps can help you, or maybe a friend. This also could be a friend with whom there's going to be a higher level of commitment, okay? Because Hierophant is often associated with marriage. So yeah, we see this energy over here in the 7th house. So for some of you, I don't know, maybe there's a friend who's going to want to move into a higher level of commitment. Maybe you have somebody who's been a friend and you've been building a relationship that is very balanced. So that would be very good news if that's the case. If not, I just feel like this is a card of somebody coming in, like achieving your goals, like you're going to, like some kind of a mentor or some kind of a person is going to help you get to where you want. And again, if this is not a mentor in the sense of material goals, then maybe this is a mentor in terms of spiritual goals. So take that as it resonates. 12th house, Pisces energy. This is about really what's unseen. It's the house of what's hidden. Sometimes it's a card of what we're afraid of, or just things that seem maybe nebulous or confusing, things where we may have doubts or fears but things that we're not showing to other people, or maybe we're not even conscious of ourselves. Yeah, and we have Nepothys with the Hanged Man. So this is definitely a sense of getting ready for something new or ready to move on from something, but feeling like you're in limbo here, like you don't have all the information about something. There's something here that has not happened yet. But when we see this with the Hanged Man, just like the Buckle of Isis, it often indicates a need for a sacrifice, a need to do something to move ahead. Because I'm seeing this kind of energy also in the 2nd house, this may be something that's connected to finances for you, but it doesn't have to be. There's definitely a sense in your life right now that you are waiting for the next thing. And maybe you're worried about what that change is going to look like, or when that's going to occur. So I feel like you're playing a waiting game right now, Scorpio. Overall, we have Fire with the Knight of Wands. And yeah, that would kind of explain, because this is a card of being raring to go. Like you're ready to move. Knight of Wands is fast-moving fire energy, and you've got it with fire. So you are fired up. You are inspired. You are ready to move ahead. You're ready to make some of these changes. But whether it's finances or something else, I feel like you may feel like there's something holding you back right now, like there's something you're waiting on. So overall, I would just say it's understood that there's a lot of high energy right now. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of things that's saying something's going to take some time. There's something that's not going to happen right away. So yeah, so see see what happens here. But yeah, there's definitely some situations that are still a little nebulous right now. And there may be some stuckness here that, again, this may have to do with you. It may not have to do with you, but there's this feeling here of wanting to move ahead, but there may be some things, maybe particularly financial, that you feel are going to be holding you back. So let's see what the Moonology cards say. Oh, okay. Okay, your card is Disseminating Moon. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, with this Knight of Wands energy, you may be in a situation where you are... part of the reason you may not be moving ahead is because there may be certain things that are coming to an end. And I think right now, this may be why you're seeing this here. Maybe there's a need to... maybe this is you, how you project to others, but this may also be about you. It may be saying, look, you need to take time to not rush into anything, to not make assumptions about things. It does seem like things are definitely stable, at least for the moment. It does seem like there's going to be some news and some changes, but I think for the moment you want to take time to release whatever needs to be released, and to take a pause in whatever it is that you may have been doing recently. There's definitely a sense of needing to, because when you have a disseminating moon, this is where the energy is on. There's an energy that's been full, and now this is a waning energy. So this is more about releasing than about doing new things right now. So I don't know. Definitely seems to be a person coming in, very strong mentor type person or authority person coming in for you. It does seem like there's some changes you want to make. Maybe you want to move. Maybe you want to change something about your job. But whatever it is, it's something... there seems to be a lot of concerns around security right now. But whatever it is, it's something that... there's a lot of new beginnings here. We have 2 pages. We have an ace. But we also have the stasis of the 4. I'm just kind of looking at everything here. We also have some culmination cards too. We have an 8 and 9. We have a king, 2 kings. So I don't know, usually when something ends, something else is beginning. So I don't know. It seems like there's going to be some changes for you, or changes with respect to an arrangement or a situation that you have. But right now, yeah, this may be saying that you have been very, very driven to do something, or maybe you're worried about something or whatever, and this is saying take that time to breathe out. So I hope this reading was helpful for you, Scorpio. Again, if you did like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and leave me a comment if you choose. And so I hope you have a great rest of your May, and we'll see you in the next video.